I've talked a lot about setting goals and getting started, taking that first step. And a lot of people have asked me, how do I actually get started? What may my first step be? And sometimes your first step may be stopping doing something. Today we're going to talk about breaking some habits that we have that may be keeping us from reaching our goals or even starting to work toward our goals. How many of you, when you get home from work, you make a drink or make your plate and you sit down immediately and watch the news, and then you find yourself planted in that chair for the rest of the evening? Or how many of you get up in the morning and the first thing you do is make that cup of coffee and you sit in the chair, and you may stay in your pajamas or your bathrobe or your whatever you slept in for the next few hours? Maybe one of the first things you need to do is, when you get up in the morning, immediately get dressed. Just go ahead and get dressed right away, like you're starting your day. I've always found it harder to sit around in my regular street clothes, my jeans, my t-shirt, go ahead and put my shoes on. I find it harder just to sit around once I get dressed, or when I get home in the evening, to immediately make myself something to drink, not necessarily a mixed drink, but something to drink, and get on the treadmill right away before I get myself sitting in that chair. Or go ahead and pick up the book you're going to read, or whatever it is that you want to do, whatever, instead of sitting yourself in front of your television. How many of you DVR lots of movies, and then you find yourself feeling like you have to sit down and watch the movies before your DVR fills up? Well, you're actually creating a position to where you're stopping yourself from doing anything. You're telling your body, I have to sit down and watch these movies so my DVR doesn't fill up. So then your goal is to not fill up your DVR. That's getting you nowhere. How much is that television show really doing for you? I mean, it may be slightly entertaining, but that's only a short-term gratification. Stop setting up so much to DVR and making yourself watch those things. How many commercials have you seen for a Lamborghini or a Bentley or a sailboat, or someone owning a helicopter or a jet? Now, I know that's a little bit extreme for most of us, but people who are successful and have those things don't sit in front of a television. That's why there's no commercials for those things. So break the habits. When you get up in the morning, go ahead and immediately get dressed and have that coffee, but walk around and drink that coffee instead of sitting in front of the television. Or stand at the table and watch television instead of sitting down and planting yourself in that chair. And you get home in the evening, don't immediately sit down. Yeah, you might. A lot of us, if we don't get home till 6 o'clock or so in the evening, we know we're ready to eat dinner when we get home. But you can actually train your body to eat dinner a little later, or just don't find yourself immediately, as soon as you get up or as soon as you get home, sitting in a chair. That chair and that television is going to keep you from actually being a more successful person and a better version of yourself. Self-made man in progress. Now, if you find any benefit from any of the videos I've posted, go to my YouTube site, or to my webpage, selfmademaninprogress.com, and subscribe. It's free. It's free to subscribe. Invite your friends, have them subscribe. Just trying to get a little benefit from this. Enjoy your day.